That was it. That was a live. Thank you for coming.
That was it. That was a live. Thank you for coming.
Oh, I forgot to turn this off. Sorry. Whoopsies. Girl, I'm telling you, my ADHD is off the chain this week. My meds need to be upped. I need more caffeine. What is going on? Here, this is what I should have done. Sorry, guys. The stream is starting. Thank you for coming. Joke's on me. Oh, Lordy. Don't tell me I'm a robot right now. Don't do it. This is a honest, pure channel, I swear. I swear. I mean what I say what I mean. Just kidding, I'm back. All right, guys. So I was a little late. I was a little late trying to talk to somebody regarding Michael's case about some misinformation trying to be spread. Hey, Jen. Yeah, I was trying to be T-Pain. I was trying to be T-Pain. That's exactly right. Yep. Okay. So anyway, I was trying to clear up some information. We're gonna just jump into this. I'm so tired of having to tiptoe around things like I'm some kind of secret agent man. You know, I'm just a girl in the world because that's all that you'll ever let me be. All right. And I can't say what I want to say. Gator don't play no shit. Never been about that shit. And it's time to stop hiding. Stop being myself. Oh, no, wait. I got this. Is this better? Is this better? See, I knew I shouldn't have messed with this damn thing. Hey, Annabelle, I'm going to say hi to everybody. Is this better? Or is this better? Is this better? Just kidding. Is this better? Okay. Sorry about that. Son of a... I'm having a lot of fun with this voice bot thing, and I can't take myself seriously. All right, I'm going to say hi to everybody. Jima, Lisa. I shouldn't call you Jima. I know your name. I'm sorry, Brooke. I apologize. Jen Hannah's in the chat, guys. She is the lovely, lovely human being who last saw Michael Vaughan the day before he went missing. She is, in fact, the babysitter. Please, everybody, give her whatever color heart you want because she is having a rough time, or she at least had a rough time, not only with Michael's disappearance, but the backlash that she's got. What I'm getting is nothing compared to what she's had to go through. Nothing. I mean, this is a woman who did it out of the kindness of her heart for free to watch Mr. Monkey and Buggy while the hours were overlapping from the parents' work schedule. She knew Tyler for many, many years. She's had to move away and start afresh. It's been awful. Oh, is it out and in again? Ugh. Okay, hold on. But please give her heart. Big hearts. What about now? Is this better or worse? No, it's good. Somebody, you know what? Somebody came in a little late and they're not caught up, and so I'm reverting what I fixed. Okay, it's good. I do need to get a new headset, so I know that might be a problem. All right, cool. All right, let me say hi to the rest of the peeps in here. Ashley, Shani, Guidance, Lisa, Mr. Eve, Ashley. I already said hi to you, but you're going to get two of them. Love in the Laundry. His Sally, my Jack. Misty Doo, hello. My Shed Lines, Cosmic Shy. Thank you for your lovely comments earlier. Pointer Lover, Easy Rose. Grammy of 7. Miss Rubug, Liz. Misty. And I forgot you or did not catch it. Nature Sound. And if you're coming in, thank you for being here. Yay, twice, says Ashley. Okay. So I called. Yes, I did call Fruitland PD, but there's a good reason. I'm not just calling them all the time like we're buddies, friends, old pals. I've only called them a handful of times, and that was a legit call. They weren't crazy. One of them was about a search effort and offering.
Welcome.
Hello, Carly Scoggin. Welcome in. But it was some clarification because typically when you're close to some truth on a missing child's case, you'll notice that there are all of a sudden some random new breaking information with no law enforcement backed words. So, and the person that put the tweet out, I am not blaming them for. I've never had an issue with them, but they don't know the drama that we have to deal with on this side of the fishbowl. So I was like, hey, could you clarify who that was? So let me break it down for you. We're going to just get into it. This is about Michael Vaughan's case. All right. And this is just me being, trying to do things the correct way so that the backlash isn't bad later. You know what I mean? Like if somebody goes and spreads misinformation, I get it. I put it out there that's wrong. It's not going to matter who put it out there. It's going to be on me no matter what, as it should. So, you all know how I am, right? So, I'm going to pull up the tweet because I accidentally went home and it was all put up there. Here, how about this? I'm just going to put my own tweet up here. It says, I'm concerned that Juanita Toll stated to this lovely person who probably didn't think to ask some of the questions, that Tyler is not the man in the photo. I don't think it's either. I don't think it's Tyler. But without official release from law enforcement, this smells foul, right? And the reason why I say that is because, look, this is straight from Fruitland PD's page. This Facebook page is the only source for credible first-hand information in the case. Please continue to follow this page for more updates as they're available. Right? Right? That is not me being like, you got information and I didn't. No, I want to make sure that the information that you get to try to help find Michael, which is what we all want, I don't care who had what first, I don't. But it's going to be spun that way, so CJ, fuck off. All right? Crazy bitch. Oh, wait, sorry. Hold on. I messed up. I shouldn't have said it like that. One moment. Dang it. You crazy. So the response that I get before or after I spoke to JP in the thread, this is how it started. Spoke to the detective. No guarantees, but I may have additional footage. And please don't come at this man. He is a good guy just trying to help. And I do believe that he spoke to somebody. Okay? I do. And I think we should support him. Please follow him. He's a great dude. Spoke to detective. No guarantees, but I may have additional footage from Fruitland PD next week when Sergeant gets back in. Sarge is aware of my request and they'll provide to me when they can. If my request is fulfilled, I'll only publicly publish what they give an okay on. Cool, that's awesome. Because that's what he was calling about, because these images are shit. Oh, crap. These images are, just pure. And he went to his former art director for help, a veteran Photoshop expert, all right? If you can't help, that, I don't think anybody can, right? Yes, JP is a lovely human being. Hey, Mallory. So, and by the way, this is my first and last appearance on this live because it's hot, I'm sweaty, and I didn't get pretty for you guys. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Okay. So the reason why I did that is because I hate trying to figure out what somebody looks like when they're not on screen. And I don't want you to suffer. You're welcome. Anyway, he says, P.S. Tyler was cleared as not this individual. That's a big statement. Somebody told him Tyler was cleared as not this individual. Now, look, I'm pretty sure that's true in my opinion. We all kind of suspect that picture is hogwash. Can't see who it is. Can't even get a description of the hat or the tattoo. It's bad. So I said, thanks. Detective Crimmins stated Tyler was cleared as the man in the photo, correct? I asked her straight out, and she said, definitely it was not him. Now, let me show you something, y'all. I bring receipts because apparently I bring lies. And that is hurtful to me. It hurts me. How could you say that? The audacity. Oh, it was City of Fruitland, right. Anyway, it really just hurts me or lights a fire in my ass, right? So I wanted to show you something. Public information on their law enforcement webpage, Facebook page. All right, bam, here we go. This is Scott Crimmins, not the dog. He's handsome though. Scott Crimmins. That's a detective. Is he female? No, he's not. Oh, Mr. Canine Axel. Look, he's so cute. Oh my gosh.
He's the most adorable thing I've ever seen in my life.
Isn't he though? So, I hope this isn't crackling or I'm going to scream. I will. I will. All right. He's so cute. There's Brad. There's Captain Cy. He's a sweetie. He really is. He's a sweetie. Okay, good. And then here is Scott Neal. He's a character. You can tell. You go out and have a few drinks at the bar with him. You will have abs at the end of the night from laughing. You know, he just seems like a character, somebody I'd like to hang out with. Juanita Keller, or Kelleher, however you want to say it, I don't really care. This is probably the detective that he was referring to. Correct? Would we agree? She is the detective. She was the lead detective on the case. I haven't seen her in a hot minute. I don't see her at the press conferences, but I could be wrong. I just didn't notice her. Loving the laundry, me too. I can't wait for the info. My shed lines. I have family that lives a few hours away and knows nothing about it. Yes, my friend, Mr. Eve, his ex-boss, didn't know about it. He lives like, I think, 15 minutes away, tops. So when I was like, I asked her straight out and she said, definitely it was not him. I said, Crimin is a male. Juanita told us the female lead detective just wanted to make sure. JP said was transferred to a female detective. Now, the reason why I'm putting this on here is because I caught wind from a friend of a friend of a friend who was in a Discord that I'm not supposed to know about or am a part of. This shit's already trying to go out. I'm trying to stop it before it goes out. Now, you watch. If they don't hear my live and they put it out, you know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. So, he was transferred to a female detective. That would be Juanita. I would ask if they are making an official statement on that before confirming, I say. JP says, you're right. I should have asked that. But he didn't know. I mean, it was probably just one of those things where, can I speak to Detective Crimin, please? And the lady's like, let me see if he's at his desk. Would you like me to transfer him to your voicemail? Sure. And then it goes to Juanita. I mean, it could be just it's just an honest mistake. So, okay. Cool. And this person says, how the fuck can, oh shit. I mean, shoot. I am really bad at this cussing thing. I'm not good. Not good at all. How can they tell? Didn't ask. My assumption, they have confirmation on where Tyler was that day and at that time. Probably so. Probably so. Probably true. Was this video initially? Did you ask why they released the photo 1 year later? The only answer I got to any pushback was it's evidence that's being reviewed. And he is good about getting questions answered. He really is. But that part was a red flag to me about the incorrect female to male to name ratio, right? So thank goodness I saw this. Now, I don't want to put the babysitter out on blast. I don't want to do that. However, Jennifer, the babysitter, who is in chat, hi sweetheart, stated that Tyler told her, Ilda, the boss at Albertsons, called 911. Juanita was the first officer on scene. Miss Jen, am I right on that? Hey, Margaret Allen. I want to make sure that's right. I believe she was also the first officer on scene. See, I've heard that too. So we'll just say it's a possibility she was one of the first ones on scene. Okay? Let's just say that. So that's wonderful. But here's something that really concerned me. So I say much appreciated. Usually we would take a detective's word at their word. But they did say only credible info comes from the FPD Facebook page, and it could be incorrect info. Meaning it could be wrong before it goes official. Something could change is what I kind of meant. I trust you for sure, and I believe you. However, this little person right here, to know the context of what happened. The reason why I say that is because Miss Thang down here states that she knows about the situation of Detective Crimmon and someone on Twitter who had called about the Honda Pilot, who stated that Detective Crimmon told her the Honda Pilot and the driver was cleared. We have the receipts on that. Go watch my other videos or my other lives if you want proof on that. I'm not going to get into that. That is a fact that happened. Somehow there was a miscommunication. I didn't know exactly what happened, but Detective Crimmon or someone from Fruitland PD had to call them back and state, wait a minute, that's not entirely true. And then we obviously know that the Honda Pilot, they have an idea who it is, but the driver, but they just need a concrete proof that the driver is the driver, which tells me that the video camera footage that they have is really as bad as it looks. It really is as bad as it looks. Or at least the one about the Honda Pilot, right? All right. So, Miss Ma'am, did she delete that tweet? Baby, don't you dare tell me she deleted it. It should tell me. Maybe it's in another thread. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah, it's in another thread. Hold on. Where you at, girl? Where's your tweet? I guess I'll just go into my notifications. Anyway, whatever. She basically said she knew what had happened in that discrepancy. She had information that no one would have known unless she spoke directly to the person that called or the detective that told her the wrong information. Do you see what I'm getting at? How did you know, Miss Ma'am? How the did you know about that? About the details behind what had happened? So she says, Eve, to think that law enforcement, FBI, released an image of a man without ruling it out, it being Tyler, is frankly silly. Do you think all LE are idiots? I said, that question is what is called reaching. I think some small town law enforcement can be corrupt, riddled with conflict of interest, and way too close to potential uncleared persons of a criminal investigation. It's happened throughout history, in my own hometown, mind you. Are you questioning this here? What they say. The Facebook page, is the only source for credible firsthand information. Miss Ma'am, I want to know how you knew that. Now, I do want to get back to the tweet that I kind of was surprised. Because I agree. Jen Hanna states, well, they did say an unidentified man. They identified Tyler on the same camera. All right. And I was like, wait, what? Now, again, this is speculation. Even though she probably knows it to be her truth, and I believe it, it's not from the Facebook page. However, it is very interesting of what she said. Because they already have his information. Or him walking on the same camera. They probably just want to know if Homeboy and him met up somewhere, or he saw Tyler. Or the Honda Pilot, maybe. It could just be that simple, guys, right? I don't like when people shrink their heads around one idea. That usually leads to speculation and false truth, right? Alicia, Eve, can you tell me what the truth is about Michael being seen by all the different neighbors that day? Is that true or not? And if it is, it clearly shows Michael was on his own walking and was taken. There's no stone left unturned in this case. There are no absolutes, meaning, Alicia, I can't tell you that. I can't tell you which neighbor saw who. And I can't tell you which neighbors have been cleared or not, because nobody has. The possibilities are so wide open that, anything is possible. My shedlines say, well, we know Tyler walked by the splash pad when searching that day. On the interview, he did state that he doesn't know exactly where he went running and walking and jogging around the neighborhood. Hogwash. In my opinion, we have reviewed the Cornwall Way splash pad debacle where he jumped the barrier, where he at one time called 911 there, and then at another recording, he called 911 on the way to the splash pad, which was on the interview. Lord help me. I can't keep up. I can't keep up.
So,
Grammy H. Is my voice normal? Okay. Grammy 7. I'm confused in the last interview. He said he drove to the splash pad. However, at first he ran and jumped the barrier to go to the backside of the splash pad. Which is it? Well, it was always my understanding that he drove to the splash pad, but I remember hearing that he walked. He walked. And then came back, got in his vehicle. But a lot of people can't remember that, but I wrote it down. It's in a notepad right here. But I could have misheard that. So you know what? I can't confirm that one. What we do know is that he said he drove looking for Michael. It's just changed so much as to when, how, and who, and all that stuff, the times and all that. So here's what I'm saying. When I said, oh, they caught him on the same camera that guy's from, why didn't they release that info to the public to clear speculation on Tyler? And she says, I don't know why they are doing and not doing things. It's beyond baffling. So I'm not the only one that is looking at this case going, what the right? I'm not the only one. Actually, the person that saw Michael the day before is even saying, I can't tell you what the hell is going on. Most days, right? So there is that. I am concerned that there is confliction within FPD. I reported it. I will do a follow-up email with everyone involved in Michael's case, law enforcement wise. This is unacceptable if there is something going on. Now, I do want to point out something here, that I ain't afraid of no popo. I'm not afraid of any kind of popo. They are people just like, me and you. I have the privilege of not being more privy to being hurt by them. I will say that, which is not okay, but I digress on that shit. Not today, Satin. Hey, Lulu. I am Teen Summer. What did he do with the baby when he drove around? Yeah. So we call Blue the oldest, the daughter, which is the oldest, and I'm going to call Red the young boy. Not the youngest, the second child. His name is going to be Red. Thanks to Dolly for clearing that up. He was like, might as well call him Red. So, Jackie, I noticed in the interview Tyler stressed he didn't leave the neighborhood when searching for Michael. Yeah. Well, another thing that's really funny is Brandy was looking through the call log of Tyler's, I believe, because that was the recording that I have. And she goes, well, it's not like he called anybody to come take our son. Mm-hmm. When I heard that, I was like, yeah. Rewind that 3 or 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8 times. What? Do y'all want to hear it? Do y'all want to hear it? I still can't get over it. I don't mind. I'm playing with my little voice mod simulator thingy. I'm sorry. I'm having a lot of fun with it. If Josh from the lab can do it, I can do it too. Y'all are just going to have to be a little bit more annoyed with my learning with it. My soundboard. That's what it's called. Does anyone know if the older kids ever got questioned by cops? Have the school? Does anyone know? I have no idea. That would be a good question for, someone who was close to her, but I don't, that's really private to me. I don't think it's a good idea to put it out there. So, but that's a great question. Like, it's a sincere question. One moment while I get this up for you. Can y'all hear that? Okay, hold on. I don't have enough space on my computer to keep them all in one spot, so it's like the cloud. I have to download it each time and then remove it. You dig? All right. Y'all hear that?
Because it's compiled, honey. It's old. So. Not. So you didn't call anybody. You didn't call anybody to come take our son. You didn't call anybody. That was just me. Your other call. Oh, you did your pizza online, that's right.
Oh, you're changing your story, Tyler. I don't like it.
That's right. Forgot about that.
I wanted to clear out that to Jen Hannah that we're calling, Kira's nickname is Blue. B, the second oldest, is Red, because I want to not confuse people too much. But I mean, look, his name is Ben, but I don't like having his name out there because he's a minor. I don't like it. So Red is the second oldest boy. Yeah, I know. I know it's probably going to make it worse, but that's just the way it is. They bought the Wells chalet. Right.
He didn't call to order pizza. He ordered it online. And yeah, we're very tech savvy.
So, okay. So that it's, well, still it's 6:40, right? So I don't give a fuck how the pizza was ordered. Okay. I'm just like, man, if I gotta change times one more time, I don't want to do it no more.
And this was at the point where it was heightened for the girl that was talking, the woman who you could bash her all day if you want to about recording somebody like that. But girl, yes, ma'am. Even if I was besties with, which I highly do not recommend, as you see, if I was besties with them, I'm hitting record on your ass. I'm hitting record on your ass because, listen, if you switch it up on me and now I have to keep a secret, you going down, bitch. And, oh, shit, shoot. You're going down because I'm not going down for you. I got my own family. That's just the way it is. Team Summer, yes, I know that, but I heard last night that Brandy and Tyler are planning to move to Tennessee. Just asking if anyone knows if it's true. Well, do you want to hear that recording? Do you want proof of that? Of what was actually said? Sure. Let me help you out. One moment, please. One moment, por favor. Enjoy this while you wait. Aha. Ready? You ready for this? And action. I said in action. This is the story of my life, y'all. Story of my life.
Yeah.
Okay, action.
Actually, we decided finally. Well, I finally decided he's been trying to marry me for over 5 years.
Oh, you're gonna let something out, and I ain't even gonna run. I'm just sitting back.
So the end of September, we're planning on signing that paper.
Oh,
that's a nice idea.
Congratulations.
I said we would wait until Michael got home, but we'll praying he's home today.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
crying. I'm so happy for
you know,
you.
I can't
So,
promise
yeah,
anything, obviously, but I'm just gonna do my.
I'm just telling you what was said. Now, if she said recently that she's moving to Tennessee, I don't know. Girl, you got to give me the link because I don't know. All I know is that that's what she said. I also know that in the spaces she said that she was not going anywhere until her son was home. He is coming home. She's waiting. She's sleeping on the couch. But I guess, things change sometimes. Oh, Eve, you're so horrible. You're so horrible for speaking the lies that you can prove with the facts. You liar. It's called cognitive bias. It's not healthy. You would be a huge disservice to law enforcement as an employee if that's how you felt about everybody that came in who had crocodile tears or a really good acting skill. Do not join law enforcement and probably get out of the true crime community entirely because you're not here for the kids. You're here for clicks, likes, and views while blaming everybody else's for click, likes, and views. And that is deflection of oneself onto others. And I ain't the one. I'm not the one. So that is not to you, Lou. No, ma'am. So they are going to get married and move before her baby is home, potentially. I don't know if that changed. Yeah, Lou, no, never. I don't have a link. Sorry, just read people say they were moving last night. I mean, I don't blame them if they wanted to, but that ain't going to stop anything. And I mean, if they wanted that privileged treatment where one parent doesn't have to say anything about the other committing a crime, it does not apply here. So I'm not saying that's what they're doing. I'm just saying I know that that's a fact. If y'all get married, and let's just say you are in fact guilty of something involving Michael's disappearance, not saying that is the case, it ain't going to fly. It ain't going to work. You can't be excluded from confessing. Matter of fact, you would be complicit and should be charged accordingly, right? Shani said it's recorded that they are moving to Tennessee. You know, it would be freaking hilarious and not hilarious. I'm being very snarky and sarcastic intentionally. It would be ironic if these two bonehead, Don and Candace, moved to Idaho, or one of them, and then they moved to Tennessee. That would be... I would go straight to the damn bar and drink myself into the black hole because I can't do this. I can't. That's it. I'm done. Can't remember where though. Doesn't she have family out there? Yeah, I know. I'm assuming her sister lives out there and her mom. It would make sense that she would want to be closer to family. Mm-hmm. And her brother, I think, does too, but I can't be. I'm assuming. Well, if they actually think they can just move away and this will all be forgotten, they are dumb. Well, whatever. Do you, boo-boo. If you go and watch the Beautiful Boy video that I did for Michael, which grab your tissues and probably a sedative, right? It was intentionally lyrically placed. Let's just say that. Pay attention to the lyrics. They were placed strategically while also honoring Michael. Why are these two cases crossing over? How weird. Preach, girl. Mm-hmm. Anyone know if it's true? No, Jackie McMillan. I want to put this out there right now, though. Nobody dated David Dotson from Brandy's family. Nobody did that. I had to look into that, and that is hogwash. Yeah, I know. So, on to the next, right? There is a new interview that was done. And I do want you to have this information so that you can make your own choices on what you feel and how you feel about these parents. Because interviews are important. I want you to tell me what you think about the case. I'm not trying to convince you to do anything, but just listen and make your own conclusions. I think this came out yesterday or the day before. I could keep up with all this. Pull it up. One moment. I found it. Oh, that's not it. Damn it. I mean, I got to get used to it, so I'm practicing. I'm sorry, guys. Deal with it. Got to deal with it. I have to deal with myself every day. I need you to deal with this with me. Thank you. I'm working on it. It's funny because I just watched it this morning, and it's now not in my history. And now I have this creator's video that I don't want in my algorithm because I was trying to prove a point, and it's gone. So irritated. I think it was Idaho News or something like that, where they released the new, and I can't find it in any Discords. Lovely. We talk too damn much in this Discord. Like, this should not be. Is this it? Nope. You're killing me. News and interviews. I will say this. I am very, very happy to hear that Michael's case is going to be habitually, on these repeating missing persons like channels and things like that and publications, and I have to give a big shout out to the ladies behind this, not you, Cruella, who did the amazing work to reach out. Nothing was being done for a whole ass year. Not really. And they helped. No matter how you want to spend that, they were the backbone. And they know it, and everybody else should know it. And I know they don't want credit, but I just want to tell you in the chat, you know who you are. Thank you for Michael. So it says here, Michael Vaughan's case to be featured on the new Real series. I'm guessing that's something going on with KTVB, the local news. A new series, On Patrol Live, will feature ongoing cases of missing people, and that's awesome. It'll be featured Friday, July 29th, around 7 to 10 p.m. That's awesome. That is so awesome. That's what needs to be done. That is those are the things that these ladies that worked so hard for were wanting and were pushing for. And again, they don't even care about getting the recognition, but I'm giving you that right now. Good job, ladies. Just messaged the link to you on Discord. Why didn't I get the message? Awesome. Thank you so much. Did you just see what I put out there? I'm going to put, you know what? I am going to put your podcast out there. That's what I was, I clicked on the wrong link, but I will do that here in just a minute. Thank you, lovely. All right, so you're ready to watch this? You know what? You know dang well I'm going to forget. So let me do the right thing here and shout you out. So if anybody is interested in listening to case reviews and information about cases, please, please, please check out my lovely friend and her podcast called Mysterious Headlines. You can listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, Overcast, Pocket, all these other ones, right? And she also has information on the case, Michael Vaughan's case. And Kaylee Jones, she's very invested in Kaylee Jones and all this stuff. So please go and follow her and listen to these. These are very, very good, well put together podcasts. All right, let's watch this real quick.
Okay, I don't know where the hole for this is.
Well, for Michael's family, this year has been anything but easy, but they hope that his case will continue to be heard and that people will continue to help find their little boy.
Our lives have completely changed. Everything has changed.
It was a day Brandy Neal and Tyler Vaughan will never forget. The day their little boy, Michael Joseph Vaughan, went missing one summer evening in Fruitland on July 27th.
When I called Brandy, I was just panic-stricken. I think I was for the next few days. Just didn't seem real.
Michael was last seen near 9th Street in Fruitland, and since then, countless searches by police and community members have been done, but there's still no sign of the little boy.
It's just been too long. One day was too long. 1 hour was too long. This is not fair to him. It's not fair to his siblings. It's not fair to his family.
Fruitland police have identified a white Honda Pilot that was around the area near the time Michael went missing. They're also looking to identify this man who was seen near the splash pad on Crestview Park.
What do you guys think happened to Michael?
I think somebody took him. I believe someone saw an opportunity, and it may not have been necessarily just Michael, but I believe that there was an opportunity.
As police spend countless hours searching, they say some people they've interviewed have not been cooperative.
It's very upsetting to me, to us. I just don't understand why you wouldn't.
Did y'all hear that though? Let me go back a little bit.
I just don't understand why. To us. It's very upsetting to me. To us. Saw an opportunity. I believe someone saw an opportunity, and it may not have been necessarily just Michael, but I believe that there was an opportunity.
I thought that was a very interesting statement. Shout out to my Twitter weasels. You get a song from Miss Eve here in a minute. So she says, it might not have just been Michael, but saw an opportunity. I don't like saying these kind of things that I'm thinking in my head, but I'm going to just go ahead and say it, because if I'm thinking it, I'm feeling like that might be the reasoning in my head to justify it, right? And always, always, always question your thoughts. One of my biggest things. So let's do it. Why was there an opportunity? Why was there ever an opportunity for 20 minutes or so? That's a long time. It's our responsibility as parents to make sure that our babies are safe. I totally understand that children sneak away when you think they're safe and you have things to do and you get busy, right? But there were two other people in the home besides Michael and Tyler who could have helped keep an eye on him if you needed to go smoke whatever it was. And I know he knows that. If this is a legitimate abduction, I know he's racked with guilt on that. But it makes me so angry that it is not his fault. Her words, Brandy's words, it is not his fault. Which I know he feels like he admitted it on the News Nation interview. He feels like he feels like fucking shit. So I know that he feels guilty one way or the other, whatever it is. You could see it, but you don't have to say that, in my opinion. Now I'm trying to think of how I would word that if it were me. And I can tell you right now, if Mr. Eve, I don't know if he's watching or not, but he would be like, my wife totally up, and we are paying for it right now. But mistakes happen, and we're working through it, and we're trying to find our child. He would not give me any slack. I can tell you that right now. He would not have given me an ounce of slack. But he would be wanting to find, if it was a legit abduction, he would be by my side to try to find our child. That's a difference. And I would do the same, guys. I'm really serious. I would do this exact same. And a lot of times that's kind of what happens in these cases is that these parents of missing children, you know, they divorce or they split up later because it tears them apart from the guilt and the shame and all that stuff. No slack at all. Look at Mr. Eve in the chat. No slack at all. And I would throw her under the bus. Drop those dimes. That goes for you too, sir. Let's just make sure that we keep an eye on our child at all times. I think that we can agree with that. Alicia says, and Tyler stating he didn't even think about Michael and where he was until he came back in from smoking. Yeah. Well, you know, I would even be like understandable if you crack the door open and let a little bit of smoke in the house on accident just to keep your eye on them. Like, okay. Lesser of two evils, right? But, you know, Kira was asked to watch the baby while he went and did these things. Kira did not see, per her words on a live stream, she didn't see Michael. After she got home from color guard, she didn't see him. Liz says, Harsh made an excellent point. Why wake the baby, then go smoke and order a pizza? I can tell. Do you really want me to be honest right now? And it's going to tear. People are going to tear this apart. People are going to tear this apart. But whatever. In my opinion, from the aggressiveness that I see from his partner, his baby mama, if she got home and that baby didn't go to sleep when she was supposed to, she's going to know that baby slept too long. So there's one thing. Secondly, he knew that once waking her up and changing the diaper, he was going to be able to get Kira to watch him while he goes and hangs out. Jen Hannah, I want your permission on a discussion about how Tyler behaved with the fishbowl accident that was cracked and busted on the floor. Is that okay? I guess I shouldn't have said that over here, but you're here in the chat and my phone's dead, so. Love and Laundry says, Mr. Eve, my hubby would back up over me over and over. That is called a man. Right? Yeah, apparently he had quit smoking the year prior, but Jen Hannah might be able to confirm that more than anybody. The babysitter, he was there before, the day before Michael disappeared. Okay, Jen. Okay, got it. Let's just say that from what I've heard, things that happen that were, that should have been like intentively listened to about a situation. From what I hear, it wasn't taken seriously as it should have been. All right. So to me, it's like any way that potentially Tyler could go and not have to be extremely responsible, knowing that he's got someone else to kind of do some things while he goes and does his thing. That's my opinion only. It seems that might be the thing going on, especially that day. Like, okay, I'm going to go wake her up and do the hard part, change her diaper, use the excuse of going to order dinner and smoke and step away. But why didn't Kira see Monkey after she got home from color guard around 3:45 to 4 o'clock? Tyler had quit smoking for over a year before Monkey went missing. See, guys, I'm not making it up. I'm not making this up. This is coming from the person who was really close to Tyler. Mr. E says, if there was an accident with Michael or something, it is best to say something, admit it. It's better that way, and the courts and laws would be more lenient. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Right? Well, lenient-ish. Depends on what happened, but I get what you're saying, Mr. Eve. I do. I thought he meant he was smoking pot, not cigarette. Yeah. He said a cigarette, so that's what he said. Jackie says, I just don't think he got out or abducted. Brandy, the one with the temper, I think she may have done something to Michael the night before or before she left for work, and Grandpa removed him from the home. That was my very initial theory, without knowing anything, like the basics. Just don't even get involved in the drama. What do you think? And that was the first thing that I thought about, like a planned false alleged abduction. That's why I worked so hard to find that damn case study I did, which is awesome. Bullhorn Betty covered that. You guys need to definitely check that out. I got on her panel and explained it. Remember, it was said that the house smelled like marijuana. He went out to the shop supposedly to smoke marijuana. Why wouldn't you do that before your baby was awake? Heather, you make so much sense. Yep. Well, I mean, Jen Hanna says, don't need cards in Oregon to obtain THC products, but it's illegal in Idaho. So that's kind of the situation, right? You go to Ontario, the closest place, to get your THC products, and then you bring it home. Right? I'm pretty sure it's not as uncommon as we think, okay? But I'm going to play this and then play a recording and then kind of skedaddle because it's over an hour. So let's play this.
As police spend countless hours searching, they say some people they've interviewed have not been cooperative.
It's very upsetting to me. To us. I just don't understand why you wouldn't. And it is concerning.
Michael's parents say they remain hopeful and continue to ask the community for their help.
Help us keep his face out there. Help us keep spreading the word across the country, across the world.
If you know something or you think you know something, please help us bring Michael home. And if you have Michael, please look in your heart. Look in your heart, please. Let him come home. Please.
Well, police are asking that if you have any information that may help find Michael, contact the Fruitland Police Department or call 208-343-COPS. That number is right on your screen to remain anonymous. Live in studio, Michaela Ellett, CBS 2 News.
A member of the Biden cabinet paid a visit to Boise today. Dennis McDonald.
So, she was a lot more emotional that time. I do think that, I'm not going to say that. So we all know the now infamous walking man. Instead of running man, I call him the walking man. God awful picture, right? I have some theories. On Mr. Walking Man. I did make a video that was on Dolly Vision. Let me see if this is it.
Similarities.
Oops. I gotta make sure I know which one it is.
Randy's in the chat.
Oh, yeah. She's in the chat. Get her some
She
milk.
wanted in, she could come in.
Okay. Trying to find it 1 second. Is this it? Yeah. Okay. So obviously there's that one. And then the other one is right here. Okay. Jen Hannah, if you're in the chat, I want your opinion on this video that I made, okay? So I have a feeling I know where this is. Like, a lot of people think that this picture was taken over by the splash pad, which it could very well could be. I don't see that because there's like a different, it doesn't look like from across the street what I'm looking at, right? So here's what I made. So here's Mr. Man. This is in a certain area by a place that spits out into the treesy area. The treesy area that goes over the barrier, but you keep going. Okay, I'll just give you that. All right. I shrunk it to try to fit the pictures. Here is Mr. Man. I added him as an overlay here in a second. Both pictures. You see that? All right, let's keep going. Boom. So I know this isn't like shaded out, but if I did try to color match this, it would not work, y'all. It would just look like a big ass blur. But I lined up the sidewalk. So you see here, I lined it up. And then lined up the picture here as best as I could. Now, I believe that this camera that caught this man was, the picture quality had to be smushed a little bit and the pixels were changed and the dimensions were changed. So that's just me, to get as clear as it could get, right? But what do y'all think? I don't know what the hell that is. I think this right here. Oh, y'all can't even see that. Hold on. Y'all can't even see that. I'm so sorry. Hold on. You see this right here? I think this is placed over something to not show where it's at, okay? Because you could see the square where something was placed over this little section right here. Like, you could see the line. I didn't do this. I did not do this. This is the original. So let me do this, y'all. Let me go to the original photo. I didn't do that. So you keep on going. Like, it's like, I'm telling you. Can I even zoom in on a video? Hold on. I really want y'all to see this. Working on it. There is a square. You could see it. Jennifer Hannah, that's the location of the timestamp and camera info. Well, damn it, why didn't they release that? I got no answer when I asked Fruitland PD this. So here is this area that I'm not going to mention right now. But Jen Hannah's going to know, I would assume. It's like they covered it so that it wouldn't give it away. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. So boom. Try the overlay at a second step interval. Right. I should probably do that, but this was on like a 4 a.m. whim. But look at that. Look. Like, oh, you can't see it, damn it. Look. Look how it lines up. The picture that I did, my overlay is here. This is the original. Look at that. Look at the green. Oh, one more step forward like that. Oh, that's a good idea. I could probably do that right now as we're speaking. What do you guys think about this video? I want to know in the chat. Do you think that I've got the area? Or like put a 1 in the chat if you think that I'm close. Put a 2 in the chat if you think I'm way off. And it won't hurt my feelings, I promise you, because I want to be right. I don't care about being attacked for my skills, lack of skills. I'm waiting for Jen Hannah's 1 or 2. I'm like, everybody's matters. I just, from someone who's around the area, right? Okay, I'm working on making another step forward. Hold on. You gonna go pick up the baby? Are you just coming right back home? What's for dinner? I know. I know they can. We're talking about dinner plans. Sorry, one moment. Okay. Bossy.
Sorry, everybody.
You're bossy. Oh, Lord. Being married. I'm working on having one more step forward for Jen. I missed the question. 1 for if you think that I'm close to having the area lined up because this green right here. Or 2 if you think you're not. It's a no or not really. Like, get it together kind of thing. And I will not be offended at all. No, I won't. Ooh, a thunderstorm. Finally. We finally get rain. So excited. She's like, because it's evidence, Jen Hannah. Well, yeah. Yes, ma'am. I'm just saying. One. Oh, that's lots of ones. I'm really glad to hear that. Okay, I'm uploading this one that I made. Now remember, I didn't start the fire, so don't come at me. Oh, I need Jesus on these. On these skills. It's loading. That guy looks about 6'1" or 6'2". Are you sure? Are you guys sure? I don't think so. I don't know what I think, but I think this guy's short as shit. And it looks like his foot's coming out of the shoe he's wearing. Like it looks like his foot's coming out of the shoe. And they look like DC skater shoes. Me and Dolly agreed on that. It looks between 5'10" and 6'3". I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. So hard to say. Okay, I'm just gonna do the picture. Let me refresh. I'm gonna show you who I think it is. Or who I found. I'm not gonna say who it is. And I'm gonna kind of crop their face out just in case. He is a normal height because the short line's below the knees, but on the waist, like, still, yeah. The side profile of his face is more noticeable. It looks like he's got like a beard that a beard. A beard. It looks like he's going to the splash pad to swim with his swim shorts on. Like, seriously. You know what I mean? He just wanted to go get some water or splash pad action. I think they're blue, but I could be wrong. They could be black. They have video of this, guys. I'm just saying. They look like swim pants, swim shorts. It was super hot that day. If you're out walking about being nefarious, guys, you are crazy. Well, here's the thing. What if he's a local and he's just going to the splash pad because he forgot something to put in his pocket? Maybe he's got a child and the child needed some teething medicine or a pacifier and he stuck it in his pocket. We don't know. But I really am shocked. I really am shocked that they haven't figured this out yet, right? That's my thing. Why is this taking so damn long for one picture? Now I do want to point out something while we're waiting for just one little video picture that I said the other day. Well, what if this person is incarcerated or can't come forward? Looks like the same shoes Tyler holds in the interview. Me and Jen Hannah agree, like, he's too skinny. She's known Tyler for years and years before Brandy came along, right? And we both have to agree that there's something up with this. It doesn't look like him. And he rarely wore shorts from what we know. Like, yes, we have one photo of him wearing shorts, but it's Tyler and the cops know it. Lauren's like, I don't care what you say, Miss Eve. And they're just waiting for him and Brandy's reaction. Why did they take so long in posting the photo? Why did Detective Juanita Toll tell some random Twitter person that it was not Tyler? I mean, I agree with her, but that doesn't mean it's okay to say that when your boss told everyone to only get information from Facebook, the Facebook page. That's more concerning to me than anything. Because we just don't know what they have, right? So, that's just me. I'm having to email this to myself. Excuse me. This is not working. Okay. Let me show you something, y'all. Don't come at me. I have a few ideas. If this is your person that you know is not, the person, my apologies. But this is a missing child. I hope you understand. Okay, so this guy right here, he's kind of got the scruffy look with the tattoos, but I don't see the tattoos on the side of his arms very well, so I don't know. Lord have mercy. Sorry, guy. I know that's probably embarrassing, but right? Kind of got the skinny build. But he doesn't wear hats too often. Right? And the guy looks like he's got a full-on beard, so I doubt it. But I'm not going to show you the screenshot. But on May 10th, 2021, this certain person who has a family member who used to work with Brandy at Orida or Heinz, needing men's clothing and shoes on May 10th, right across the highway into Ontario, because he was unstable and needed to support oneself. I mean, this is literally like 10, 15 minutes away from, Fruitland and where they lived. Then 12 hours ago, this person says to travel to the rehab center that I have found has a bed ready and waiting for me. So they're planning to go to rehab, which is wonderful news. Okay. I just need to come up with the funds to get a ticket so that I can get there and start my treatment. Great. Good for you. I want, people that go to rehab, wonderful. Do people con people out of money because they're really looking for the drugs that they're saying they're going to treatment for? Yeah, probably. Or yeah. This picture is a year old. Yes, this is Tyler. I mean, agree to disagree. It's okay. Jen Hannah says, when I first saw these photos, I knew it wasn't Tyler. This was back in September that they came out with it. Okay. And I'm pretty sure, Jen, like you would know other than just how you know Tyler. Like, I'm not saying that you know because law enforcement said something, but I mean, just because you went through the experience, you probably know more than we would ever be able to speculate on because you were there, you know, with detectives going through this stuff. And so that's why I'm saying I trust that she would know a little bit more than we would on that. Right? Let me pull up this freaking photo that's been taking forever. I got it. I just like, I didn't get the video. I just did the photo. This is the step forward. Now, like I said, it's not perfect because I think that this photo was squished. Both of them were like manipulated in some way, right? To be more clear. But like I said, what do y'all think about that? I know it's different color, but I wanted to show you the line that I came up with. And there's only a little bit of discrepancy. I think I'm pretty damn close. Barb, absolutely. Yeah, Jen, people were saying that it was like released on a flyer locally. I don't know if you know that. Yeah, I do. Hold on. I have a picture of Tyler to put against it. Yeah. I mean, I really wanted to make sense of this because if it's not Tyler, then we need to be fair and just about that, right? And say, yeah, probably shouldn't speculate on that too much. It could be someone else. Putting it together right now. I'll put, you know what? I'll post it in the community page because this is taking way too much time. I just want y'all to see that. Like, I want y'all to see that. Sorry for the overlay craziness, but I think it's dead ass. I'm just going to say it. These photos don't all pertain to this guy. Oh. Yeah, see, that's the thing, Jennifer. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that this is just can we just get you to clear up some things, please? So let's go here. Splash pad. Oops. Fruitland, Idaho. Let's just get at it. So July 20th or July 2021, let's just go and see what went down that day. There was a few kids there. This chick was there this year, but she was also there a lot. That chick was there a lot. July 2021. That's what I'm saying. Like, Was it her baby daddy just going back to give some like chapstick or something? Who knows? He didn't have anything with him. Was it this dude? Because his family goes there a lot. Is it that dude? And if she sees this, Miss Kramer, I would hope that you really take a look at this and think about if that's your kiddos because of the, height. I just think it might be them. That was one of the speculations. Or it could have been somebody going to their buddy's house, It is not impossible. But here's the one. Here's the one I'm thinking. Potentially, if it's nefarious, okay? This is me thinking that it's a bad guy, which I don't. The guy that I was talking about that was going to rehab, like today, and then needed some men's clothes. And this is in Ontario, right over the bridge on May 10th. I want you to look at this shirt. Somebody's going to know this dude and rat on my ass. He's going to rehab, so hopefully he ain't going to try to come after me. It's the cut off white sleeves. If anybody recognizes this man and saw him, let's just say, which I don't know for sure. He's got this beard. He's skinny as hell. He's got tattoos on his arms. Not sure about the legs. But that white cutoff shirt kind of reached out to me. Okay. And let me pull it back over. Doesn't look like the nicest fella in the world. I mean, let's just say this. Not the nicest fella. Yeah, it's a gun. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. That's my dad. Just kidding, right? Men have like 3 shirts, Liz says, right? Right? Mm-hmm. Right in your face. Sorry, I know that looks like very insane, just all up on the screen, but I wanted you to know that these are the people that sometimes are roaming around the streets over in Ontario. Ontario is extremely drug riddled and homeless people who, and I'm not saying homeless people are the ones doing all these things, but it creates the environment, right? I know, guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't know it was full screen. I am so sorry. See where you're coming from with the shirt, right? Sent Eve the few pics I had on Discord. We don't call 911, I guess, huh? Right? I'm just saying, like, yeah, I know what I did. You don't have to comment. I'm just saying. Like, is it the same? Wonder what's on the back of that shirt. Because it looks like an American flag going down, or like a skull going down the back of it. Hi, TFA. I hope his family does come at you and clarify. Good. I will apologize and say, I am so sorry. It was just my intention to find this little missing now 6-year-old Michael Vaughan. That was only my intention. I am so sorry. Yes, please, everybody go and like and subscribe to TFA's channel. It's a great channel. Kind of goes along the lines of mine, where we speak facts, not about the feelings. And yeah, so I mean, there's a potential, right? I'm glad everybody else kind of looks and sees this. And I hope he gets the help he needs. So let's get off of that. One more thing. I noticed something very strange, and I don't mean any harm against the family members, because this person has been, these two people have been murdered, and it's not okay on what happened to these two poor people. I mean, it hurts me. It hurts me when I heard about it, okay? So, hi. This lovely person. Yeah, I'll be right there, sweetheart. I'll be right there. Hold on, I'll be right there. This is Megan and Maya and her husband. I didn't mean to. Tyler Eve just reamed me out, boy. I accidentally broke something. So Megan and Maya and Eric Ortega were murdered, brutally shot down in New Plymouth, which is about, 45 minutes away, I would say. And they are, I think, still under investigation on what happened. And I just thought that this was very strange, because I don't know if they're super close to the Vaughns or Brandy or Tyler. I just know that they all knew each other at one point. That's all I know. But it's really sad.
Be smart.
So let's watch this. And I wonder if this person is the guy that maybe was walking, potentially. I doubt it, but it could be a potential. And he's passed away, or he was murdered and can't come forward. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get people to think. That's all I'm trying to do.
And Lucky was kept today.
The Fayette County Sheriff's Office got a call of shots fired just before 2 this morning. When deputies got to the house at 550 Ada Road, they found 2 people dead inside. The sheriff told me they're treating this as a double murder, and he called in the Idaho State Police to help with the investigation. He says something like this doesn't happen very often in their county.
The city of New Plymouth is a nice small little town, and this is really an extreme rarity for the city of New Plymouth to have this type of incident happen.
A member of the Biden cabinet paid a visit.
Ooh, no politics on this channel.
Dennis
hey. Not today, Satin. So, I don't know. Those are just kind of some of the things that I came up with. I saw the white shirt that was cut off on the sleeves. You know, even if it is Tyler, he was looking around, right? I'm going to go with Jen Hannah on this, and that it's not Tyler and it's someone else. And I personally think that it was somebody around the neighborhood, just walking around the neighborhood, either to the splash pad. It was hot as Hades. You know, I don't know if they saw that on the CCTV footage. You would assume so, with the cameras around. So it's just very interesting to think about why can't they clear up this guy? And I'm going to tell you, the area that I believe the guy's coming from makes it even more difficult. Because when Tyler stated, I went around Greenbelt behind the splash pad to the open field, up into the treesy area. There's a triangle. You go around those trees and down, and there's a storm barrier, and I jumped it. Right? Well, where I think that this picture was taken, and I could be wrong because I heard that it was around the splash pad. I've heard that it was around the home of Southwest 8th, 9th, whatever. The area that I'm thinking he's at, if you don't go down and jump the barrier, you can go up and to the left and then spit you out onto Wood Duck, which is what I would say like 100 feet, maybe 50 feet from that Treasy area. Maybe. I'm not sure, but let's just say 50 feet. So I would assume that they would be like, could you please verify who this is? You would think that this would not be such an issue, right? Like, that's what's bothering me, is I don't know where to go in my brain. And maybe that's the point. Maybe that's the point. There's also a a horrible story about a guy that committed the S word. You know what I'm talking about? And he was found weighted down in the river, Snake River. And it makes me wonder, how does one weigh themselves down, right? To commit suicide. It's just very interesting. So I'm going to tie this all together with one thing that I was thinking about, and then I'm going to get off of here. Thank you so much for being here with me. Yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is that I guess it doesn't matter about this guy or the Honda Pilot or anything like that. It's really what law enforcement tells us through the little information they give sometimes. And I want to take you back to July 30th. 2021 of the Michael Vaughan presser with J.D. Huff. Okay. And then we're going to call it. We were supposed to call this already. No pics of Michael at all. Proven she did not see Michael at all that day. Well, there is 4 rivers actually. Yep. Payette River, Snake River, Weezer River. Ooh, what am I missing? What am I missing? Don't tell me it's Columbia. Anyway.
At approximately 6:30 p.m. on July 27th, 2021. Operations to date include the methodical search of the area near Michael's residence, which included 2 irrigation runoff ditches, which were drained by the Fruitland Public Works Department in an extensive search and rescue effort, including the use of canines, aerial, and marine and land support. Idaho Fish and Game officers are continuing to search the river by boat 4 to 5 miles downriver and back up, and in the sloughs of the Snake River as well.
In the sloughs of the Snake River.
Search and rescue operations with resources
Buttermilk
by the Idaho Mountain Search and Rescue Team, the Fruitland Fire Department, and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, and others. We've received a tremendous amount of support from the Fruitland community and will continue to call upon them, but as needed. We're continuing to seek the public's assistance to identify individuals who are in the area of Southwest 8th, Southwest 9th, and Cornwall Way. Individuals who are in the area of Southwest 8th, Southwest 9th, and Cornwall Way. We're continuing to seek the public's assistance to identify individuals who are in the area of Southwest 8th, Southwest 9th, and Cornwall Way in Fruitland from 6:30 and 7:15 p.m. on Tuesday, July 27th, 2021. And Cornwall assistance to identify individuals who are in the area of Southwest 8th, Southwest 9th, and Cornwall Way in Fruitland from 6:30 and 7:15 p.m. on Tuesday, July 27th, 2021.
Okay. This was from the 31st, July 31st of 2021. So the reason why I'm asking, or going back to that specific point, now, do they say this anymore? No, they don't talk about Cornwall Way. They don't talk about it anymore. So that tells me that they already know whatever they were wanting to know or potentially find out. All right. That's what makes me feel like they kind of know and just need clarification or confirmation from a second source, because that case they're building is more concrete when you have more than one source, right? I'm just saying. So let's go to Cornwall Way. The Washoe Ditch. Yep. I think the Weezer River is important somehow. I do. So here's Cornwall Way. Here's the Treasy area, right? There's the storm barrier. So they were wanting to know about people who were in the area of Cornwall Way, Southwest 8th and 9th. Here's 8th, here's 9th, and Cornwall Way. So I wonder that too. Like, I wonder who they needed to know. And maybe that was when they found out that Tyler had gone back here, right? But let me show you where. God, my child is loud. So he said he went and jumped the storm barrier. So let's just put Tyler right here for a second at that time. Like, what was it? What did he say? When he said that he called police here at one time. Y'all hearing me? He said he called police here at one time. And that's where it jumped off from there. Where I got that picture overlay from was right here. Do you see what I'm seeing here? Here's the barrier. Here is where I got that picture from. This is called Wood Duck. Hi, the lab. One major problem I have with Tyler's story is that he called Brandy first, not the police. Yes, absolutely. He might need a meteor for, future interviews or people he's speaking with on the timeline. I think he needs a meteor. Not you, Tim Mullen. Not you. But I have to agree with you on that. But I also understand the other part of that, at the same time. Because I would probably call my husband, like, did you take toddler Eve without me knowing? Like, did you pick him up and not say something? But I don't know. I would call the police. Yeah, I would. I would call the police first. So that video that I did of homeboy walking, right? Let me pull it up again one more time for the photo that I have. Anyway, I did an overlay. You know that little like weird picture that seems to be manipulated to cover something? It could also be this light lamp shadow, because this is where I took that picture. And maybe because of the way that the sun was hitting it, it was like making it funky and shiny. But this is what I'm talking about. You can go back here and come around to the Treasy area. And there is a path, my guys. There's a path that goes into the Treasy area. And then coming around to the splash pad. There are also ways to get out of Dodge from this little area. Is that a road or not? Now, you would have to hate your vehicle or somebody's vehicle if you wanted to get over here, but it's possible. You jump like Starsky and Hutch coming around the mountain or the flatland farm roads. Come over here and get out of Dodge. Or maybe something else. These trees are planted and grown. They're spaced out intentionally. It's not hard to get through these things. What I'm trying to say is, if somebody grabbed him and he's not on CCTV footage, what if they planned this out so well to get out of Dodge? Either this way, right? Or here's their house and went this way. Or back out of this way. They had to know their every damn move and literally waited like a tiger, right? Like they really had to sit there and learn these people's agendas, times when they went to work, their schedules. They would have to been so damn close to these people, literally like neighbors maybe. That whole prime of opportunity thing, I don't buy it. I don't. To me, this is not an easy area to come up in and abduct somebody. I just don't feel that way. And not anybody being seen. Brandy said it herself. Every 30 seconds, a car comes through this community on 8th Street, which is the main road to get into their community. I'm not buying it. And I'm not saying they're guilty. I'm not. I hope to God that he is somewhere safe, and that it's some family member or friend of the family who thinks they can do better than the parents or something. I'd rather have that than anything. But the statistics are the statistics. The lab says also Tyler being the last in custody of the kids is always sus. Yeah. I want to ask the lab something. Did you ever ask for Tyler or Grandpa to come on and speak with her, or was it just going to be her? Like, I don't know if that was just Chris, Madonna, and you having that discussion, or if she wanted to come on. I'm just curious. You don't have to answer that, but I'm not buying this theory. And anytime you bring up a potential to get out of Dodge this way or this way, these farm roads that somebody literally the other day pulled up on easily and showed us like the shot of it down this farm road. It's a road, guys. It's just a dirt one. There's no bumps or grinds or stones that could destroy your car. It is a road. It's just dirt. You could totally haul ass down here, and go all the way down, take a left, take a right. You could do anything. And look how close it is to the damn river. All you have to do is just go around, go to the service road, pop over, and put them in the river. That's how easy. 3 to 5 minutes tops. What did JD Huff say? If I could dam the Snake River, I would. When I heard that, my mouth dropped and I went, I hear you. I'm hearing you. Because he knows something we don't. And he was passionate about what he said. Brandy had started a new job with Random Hours. And you know what? No, guys, I'm going to go ahead and put that shit to rest. And I'm not mad at you, Tracy. I'm just really tired of holding it back. Trying to tiptoe around lies. Because it's against my nature. She started that job weeks before she admitted. Weeks. Because she was the one that called 911 for her boss on July 13th, per her boss's Facebook post. Why would you lie about this stuff? To protect my family. From what? Michael needed protecting and he wasn't protected. That's already kind of an issue. Why would you lie to people? Are you lying to police? Does Tyler even know you're lying? He doesn't even get on social media, apparently. Is this a setup? Like, maybe he wasn't allowed to speak. Like I said on the other live, and I know this is mean, but with his eyes being so damn dark, blink with your good eye if you're okay. Blink with both if you're not okay. I'm sincerely worried about the children's safety in the home and themselves, right? From the admission of drug use. The lab says, I never asked Grandpa, but they have indicated that they would come talk to Chris and I. Awesome. Like, was that earlier before the Twitter weasels kind of came in and, did their thing, including me? We're spiritual beings. I've never interviewed the family of a missing child that wasn't awkward. Fair enough. Have you ever... No, it was recent. Okay. Good. I think that's a good idea. How did you feel about... I know I'm like interviewing the lab right now, but it's just that was one of the interviews that I really had an issue with. She didn't finish her sentences. It took forever. I can tell you right now, Josh, she was drunk as a skunk, and I get it. The excuse is, she's got a missing child. My God, leave her alone. No, she asked for help. The lies started coming out. You have this information. What do you do with it outside of law enforcement? Has nothing. And no one's listening. No one's returning calls. No one's doing anything. The lab is one of the channels that CM told Brandy was okay to go to. And I agree. It was very telling. Without that interview, I probably couldn't have made some of the points that I had. Let's just say that, because you can go look at it yourself and see. She said Michael has been abducted. She didn't clarify with, now we don't know that for a fact. She didn't say, that is how mommy feels, but we still don't know. No stone left unturned. She didn't have the capacity to even go there, And I'm sorry that happened on your live. Nobody probably knew it, but, don't come on interviews drunk. Don't go join channels that have 5-hour-long lives who want to do nothing but cater to you because you're bringing in views, right? And I'm talking about these awful, awful channels who did the conspiracy theory lives about Rose Bly's sister. I'm talking about the lower level, disgusting channels that create lies, That's what I'm getting at. So I don't want anybody to think one way or the other that these parents are guilty or not guilty. I want everyone to see that there's a reason why this child hasn't been found in a year. If this is what they're doing, they can't look. You can go look yourself. Go to News Nation interview and then go to the local KTVB. The timelines literally he stated out of his mouth were conflicting. I didn't do that. So, and I'm trying to warn everybody who is like, oh no. You want to get a tainted jury pool? You let them think that she's a saint of all saints and then put an innocent man in jail if he didn't do it. You know what I mean? There's other theories to consider, not just, oh no, Summer Wells was such a horrid one. They don't seem horrid, Don't let Summer Wells' case conflict your mind and corrupt your judgment because you want a feel-good case where he might be found, or it's an actual abduction, which is wrong. You know, I'm not convincing anyone of anything. I want people to open their minds up and stop attacking and doxing the people who are just trying to express what they know. You know, from with receipts from the ones that said it themselves, that wanted the help. They knew that privacy doesn't exist when you have a missing child, who openly admitted, yes, I want your help, and then retracted that when the lies started to become an issue. You know, the lab says, I don't know how I feel about it. I always feel bad, especially at first. So I give them the benefit of the doubt, but I found it odd that she was the only one willing to talk. Yeah. Right. TFA, Brandy should have went on a live panel and searched for Michael live the other day. I don't like telling parents what to do. Like, I don't like that. Behaviors are behaviors. And I don't really like to look at that too much, but the words, the receipts that you have of it actually happening, we have. That's an anomaly in itself to actually have receipts. Summer's case barely has any. It's mostly speculation. And this is what blows my mind, that people will literally ignore it and make excuses for it because Summer Wells. And that's on the creators that mucked it up so bad that nobody has a clear mind or clear judgment on any child's case, because they don't know left from right, up and down. This is a predator's dream on YouTube, to learn how to get away with a freaking crime. Congratulations, YouTube. Hi, Lulu. So I'm going to wrap it up, guys. Thank you for being here with me for 2 hours. I appreciate you. Justice for Michael Vaughan. You know, I really wish people would open their hearts and their minds and understand that you don't need to always go to channels who feed your idea of what you think it is. You need to be going to all channels who have theories or suggestions or let's say receipts from the parents themselves, and then make your conclusion. And that didn't happen at the beginning of this case. Thank you for the hearts. Yes, thank you guys. Be aware of deflection. I mean, look, there are people who have been threatened with bodily harm from the family of Brandy. The father threatened her with bodily harm. That's concerning. I've been told that I was going to get sued. And these are major YouTubers that make a lot of money off of missing children's cases. That's suspect in itself. Guys, as I say, drink a lot of water, get some rest, hug yourself, hug your babies, your fur babies, your grandbabies. All of these missing babies need to come home. So I will see you on the next live. Have a wonderful evening. Thanks. And thank you, Lab, for stopping by. Bye.